Right, it's the Kveik brew day today, and before we brew I just wanted to go through the brew. I wanted to talk about why this recipe. Watch a lot of BrewTube videos, the brew days, etc., recipes, and I'd like to go into why this recipe is as it is. There's a lot of actually doing the recipes and showing the recipes, but I don't see so many talking about how they come up with the recipes and why they do. So I thought I'd just put mine out there. So for this brew, I've got three main reasons that came together for it. First one, I wanted a sessionable beer. I've got a stout on at the minute that I can drink one or two before I've had enough. I've got a New England IPA on, which is quite sessionable, but it's a bit strong. I probably shouldn't. So I need something sort of mid 4 to 5s and sessionable, drinkable, that I can just sit and drink, watching the football or whatever. And second, I was sent some Kveik yeast from Norway. This is a traditional farmhouse yeast. It's taken from a traditional farmhouse brewery and sent to me, so that's one thing I really wanted to try, do some experiments with that and see how it is. I'm doing some top cropping of it, and so I'll do a video of that as well as it ferments. And thirdly, I've been wanting to do a saison, very similar to Beavertown Kell saison. So those three ideas come together as best I can with the little knowledge I have to make a beer. So I went with 3.5 kilos of Pilsner malt because I wanted it light. I didn't want the malts to take over from the beer. I wanted not so much the hops, but more the yeast to shine, so I could get an idea what it does. And I used a kilo of Marisotto as well, because I wanted also a bit of colour and a little bit of body. I didn't want it too lagerish, so to speak. I wanted some body in there, so that's why I've done that. I could have used others for colour. I don't like using Carapils, Caramunic, anything caramel at the minute. I didn't think it was that type of beer for any caramels. What else? The hops. Magnum, bitter in, 10 grams at 60 minutes, just standard Magnum hops for bitter in. Clean, neutral hopping, quite cheap, so I always use it when I can. Then I've gone for a Saaz, because it's going to be a light beer, and I've done quite a few Czech Pilsners, and I do like that earthy, peppery taste, and I wanted something of that in, just that peppery earthiness into the brew to be like a counterpoint really for the aroma hops and the yeast itself, because as far as I've been told, the yeast does ferment out with strong lemony citrusy esters, because you're brewing it you're fermenting it at 30 to 32 degrees, and it does produce a fair amount of esters. It takes 2 to 3 days apparently, so this has obviously got like wild yeast and such in, and so I'm really interested to know how it's doing. So it should be a farmhouse saison style anyway. And then so the Saaz is in at 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and the Whirlpool edition. Also in the Whirlpool is 27 grams of Nelson Sauvin, and then dry hopped with 30 grams of Nelson Sauvin. Why the 27 in at grams? Because I only had 57 grams of Nelson Sauvin altogether, so I went, that's just why I broke it up. So, Whirlpool. Why do I Whirlpool? Personally, I find that at the end of the boil, dropping the temperature down to just below 80, and then adding some hops in there, I get big flavours. That's where I get all my flavour from. It seems to work for me anyway. and so that's why I'm doing that. And then dry hopping obviously adds some aromas, a bit more flavour. So that's pretty much why the recipe is as it is. I find it's just like cooking really. You have an ideas of what things go with what, and trying to mix and match to make up a meal that you are wanting, really. That's how I do it anyway, rightly or wrongly. So, on with the brew day. Right, so the first thing to do, get the basket in. Take the handle off, and then get our masher. Right, we've got 15.6 litres of water in for the mash, because we're mashing with 4.5 kilos of grain, 3.5 kilos of Pilsner malt, kilo of Marisota. We're at temps at 64, our target temp 65, but it should hold it pretty steady. And I find, take it steady putting your grains in. Make sure you keep stirring, you don't want any dough balls, and it will help with your efficiency. So I'm told. Right, we've finished the boil, and now we need to get it chilled down for the hop stand. And our final hops for now, whirlpool hops. And there you go in. And a nice whirlpool for a couple of minutes. I mean, I'll keep coming back and doing this. Still nice, still hot. Alright, our timer is about to go in a second. And that's the hop stand done. Now to chill and get it in a fermenter. We like to get it quite aerated, so I'll do it from the top. And this is making beer. We were looking in for an OG of 1.044 and somehow we seem to have skied over that. I think we're at 1.052. You know what happened there with the efficiency, we're way over the mark, but I'm quite happy with that colour. It's quite a nice colour. That clears out. It'll be a nice straw coloured saison style beer, hopefully. So, alright, that's the yeast in. Get her into the fermentation chamber. It's already up to 32 and get this heated up now because it's quite cool beer, so it needs ramping up. But I like to start it cooler than target temperature. Just gives it a chance to acclimatise. Brew day finished, but things haven't gone quite to plan. I appear to have a leak in the pump here, so I'm going to have to strip it down and have a look. Got the pump apart, and I thought it might have been a gasket that was come away or something, but there doesn't appear to be one. Considering I haven't opened it since I've got it, and we're into what, 40, getting on for 40 brews with it now. It's not looking too dirty. Quite impressed. Right, I don't know really what the problem is. I'll just try and put it back together, tighten it up, test it again, and see if that does it. Taking it off, I managed to shear it on this bit. Held together. It was fastened on with just ties. Bit of a mess in there though. Blech. So yeah, now I need to order a new connector. So I can't test to see whether this is sealed. So it's not gone to plan. God damn things. Right, brew day over. Issues. The pump was leaking. I was trying to clean. Took it apart to see if it was a gasket issue. No gasket in there. But when I had to take it apart, I found my silicone joints were held on with cable ties. Yay, £600 piece of equipment held together with cable ties. So it sheared the silicone tubing when I tried to take it off. So I can't see if I've me tightening the pump back up again. I can't see whether that's working. I can't finish my clean. I needed to rinse through the 2 pipes and gone to buy some more silicone tubing, which hopefully don't come with cable ties because they cost £7.20 and £5.99 postage on top. Must say, not impressed with Grainfather with that. Other than that, brew day went well, way over my efficiency for some reason. I've got the right amount of wort out that I needed, 23 litres. I'm way over my efficiency, but I think that might be down to the fact I did a 90-minute mash rather than 60-minute, which was my initial recipe. A little confusion between Basesmith and the app for the Grainfather on my phone. So that's it really. Now just see what happens with the beer. Yeah.